We're here in Monroe County at Freeman's pit, getting ready to bounce it roughly 96 feet deep. Is that right?
I have the map in case
So
you get lost.
here's the entrance. We have a protection pad here that the rope is going to be against, so that we don't abrade the rope and have any problems with that. Typically, cavers will use a 11 millimeter or 7/16 inch static line for caving, and Elza's here wrapping the tree a few times, and then he'll attach a carabiner to the end of the rope and attach that to the main line, the free line going down into the pit. Typically just the wraps around the tree are more than enough to provide enough friction to keep the rope in place. So here we are, we got Elza Marvin, Eric Edelman, myself, Kevin Smith, rigging the drop. The most integral part of our climbing and rappelling gear is the seat harness, of course. Several different varieties available out there, but they're all basically have the same function. And from the seat harness we have a carabiner or a D-ring connector.
Malion wrap hide.
Okay, there you go.
AA certified.
Okay. And off that we will attach our Repel Rack. Typically the cavers here in America will utilize a rack as opposed to a Petzl stop, which a lot of the European cavers use.
This is my 6-bar rack. It's only got 5 bars on it. I already did use a 6-bar because I'm kind of a light caver. And I got a Simmons roller on a plate. This is part of a rope walking system. And 2 split ascenders. Don't have them on, but carry them down. One goes on the left foot, one goes on the right foot.
Okay.
And it ends up, when you climb the rope, it's like climbing a ladder.
Yep. Hooking into the rack here, basically you weave the rope around the bars, and essentially the weave through the bars creates friction on the rope, and you can modulate the amount of friction by actually sliding those bars up and down the rack. But it's a very safe and proven system. As you can see, Elza's working his way down over the lip, and as he drops over the lip, he'll make sure the rope is on top of our protection pads again, so we can protect the rope from abrasion.
One of our conversations turned to...
I'm Kelly, by the way.
Kelly. I see the pictures. I'm terrible with names. We're friends on Facebook. I'm friends with them.
Yeah, all these guys. And,
I've seen you guys. I've been looking at you guys' pictures the last couple of weeks.
Karen and Bruce and Don, all of them.
Okay, up next is Eric Edelman. Getting on rope, and he's going to use a frog system to climb back up. Slightly different system, but we'll show you that when we get to the bottom. I'm locked off about halfway down. I'm probably about 50 feet down from the entrance.
50 feet off the floor.
About 50 feet off the floor. Try to get a shot here. Here's Elza down at the bottom. And there's Eric waiting for me patiently.
Waiting for the register. There's the register. So you want to film the opening of the register.
What is this, Elza? 96 feet?
97.
97 feet, straight up.
Elliot, stay fast. Elliot, stay out. Go study.
And there's our rope at the bottom. Okay, so we're at the bottom now. Next step is to get out, right? So Elza's rig it into a kind of a modified rope walker system. And as you can see, he has some ascenders, one attached to his left foot and another one attached to a short foot loop off of his right leg up near his knee. And essentially, the rope is allowed to slide up the rope, but it engages so that it won't slide down. As you can see, he's on his way. It's a pretty quick method. It's typically used by most cavers here in America. However, European cavers will typically use a frog system, and Eric will be using that system, and we'll show you that next. The advantage of the rope walker system is speed and ease. It's a lot easier using the rope walker system to get up the rope. However, the disadvantage is that there's a fair amount of equipment that you have to have with you. And as you'll see, the frog system has a lot less equipment or ascenders. It's typically just 2 ascenders that you use. And you don't have to worry about foot loops with the frog system.
Different kind of foot loop.
Yeah. So he's making some pretty good time. He's about 60 feet up at this point. We have Eric Edelman. He's about to get on rope. He's using the frog system. There's a Kroll ascender which attaches to a seat harness. Pull the slack out of the system. And there's also a safety off of his seat harness as well that he'll rig in above the up above the seat harness. And then there's a foot loop also attached to that upper safety, which he'll hook his feet into. And as you see, he will raise the safety up the rope, which raises the foot loop up. And as he stands up, the ascender on his seat harness raises up and secures him at a higher level on the rope. And you just repeat that process all the way up. As you can see, it's typically called the frog system because the movements are similar to perhaps a frog.
Much faster than the rope walker.
Yeah. So here's Elza's technique of getting off rope. Now he doesn't use a safety until he gets to the top.
I want to take a break.
Makes it a little bit easier when you don't have to get that safety up over the lip. So it takes a little bit of effort, but Elza's got it mastered.